I'm Monica McCarthy with Coldwell Banker, and I am here with Carol with Alpine Culligan Water, and we're going to be talking about safe water here in the Arkansas Valley and surrounding areas. So Carol, tell me a little bit about Culligan Water and what you guys do.
Well, Culligan is an international organization or business. We've been around since 1936. We're in 92 countries.
Wow.
Hold hundreds of patents in water treatment.
Okay.
And do projects as large as the Dubai Towers and as small as your kitchen.
Okay. Well, great. So then who do you serve in the Salida area and surrounding areas?
For the most part, we do residential work.
Okay.
We do have some industrial and commercial clients.
Okay.
But the bulk of what we do is people's homes.
And so what kind of services do you provide them?
Well, usually people come to us because there's something they don't like about their water.
Okay.
Or there's something that is over the Environmental Protection Agency limit, which creates health problems for them. So
Okay.
it could be simply, it's yucky.
Yeah.
Or it could be, it's bad for you.
You mean yucky as in there's sediment in there and that sort of thing?
Iron
Okay.
or slime bacteria.
Okay.
Or just, again, unpleasant things that might not hurt you, but they're not fun to have.
Sure, and probably don't taste very good, I would guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So how long have you been serving Salida specifically, you guys?
We've
Your
been here
business?
7 years.
Okay.
This particular dealership has been here since the 50s.
Oh, okay.
So it's had several owners. We came out and we had put in a Culligan system.
Oh, okay.
And we're in the remodeling industry actually at the time.
Okay.
And afterwards we had great water, so we thought, this is amazing.
Yeah.
We should be doing this.
Oh, nice. So you serve Salida, and then how far out do you guys go?
I would just say if it's in south central Colorado,
Okay.
it's probably in our territory.
Okay.
And if it's not, we refer to the dealer.
I see.
That is.
Okay. So when someone is buying a home in this area and they want to make sure that their water is safe, what do you suggest they do when they're in the process of buying a home?
Typically, they will have their home inspected,
Mm-hmm.
and either their realtor, but generally their home inspector, will do a coliform and an E. coli test
Okay.
on their water.
Okay.
And that is the minimum that someone should do on their water.
Okay.
That's going to make sure everyone's pretty much heard of E. coli, and it
Sure.
can kill you.
Yeah.
And it can kill you very quickly.
Gotcha.
And but there are other things in the water here that are contaminants that can really hurt you. That over a longer period of time, a few months, a few years,
Okay.
that you would want to know are in your water. And so what we really like to see people do is to do a broader spectrum
Okay.
water test to see if there are things either that need additional tests or that could be offensive to their bodies or to their,
Okay.
Again, non-desirable.
I see. Okay. So they would have to do a broader scale water test. So have what you would come in and take samples of the water in the house that they're purchasing. Is that how that works?
Right.
Okay.
One of the advantages is that we will actually come collect the sample,
Oh,
take
okay.
responsibility for it, and then send it to our laboratory. We have a NELAP certified laboratory in Chicago
Okay.
that is certified to teach other laboratories how to do laboratory work.
Oh, okay.
So we
they're
have a real high
high-end-
quality.
Okay, great. And so
laboratory.
how long does something like that normally take if somebody's wanting to do that for a house that they're purchasing?
7 to 10 business days. We
Okay.
like to have at least that much time. Usually it's faster, but we don't want to promise something we can't do.
And so what kind of stuff would they be testing for in that broad spectrum?
Again, we could do the coliform and E. coli. They
Yeah.
don't have to leave that up to an inspector. But it's going to cover things like minerals and
Okay.
metals. It's going to look at things like what their pH is, how hard their water is,
Okay.
what some of those unpleasant contaminants are. if it's someone who already has an existing home and they have been in and seen evidence of scaling on the sinks and so
Okay.
forth, we might look at some specific tests for that. Hydrogen sulfide or that sulfur smell. We
okay.
try to get to the bottom of that and figure out what they, what's going on with the water there.
Okay.
It's a pretty, again, broad spectrum of contaminants.
Okay.
We can test for uranium. We have uranium treating systems out there. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. So then if something does come up, what the results would say, this particular metal or mineral is too high, then what do you tell people at that point? What do they do?
What we would do is make a recommendation about what they could do to remedy the problem.
Okay.
We do give, free quotes.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that they're paying for at this point is just the test.
Okay.
So, and then they could, decide what they did or didn't want to do about that.
And so what is that? For whole house water filtration systems and things of that nature is what you would install? Okay.
Well, we do that, but we also do simple, what's called a point of use system.
Oh, okay.
So it might be something as simple as a filter under your kitchen sink or in your bathroom.
So they find something, it's not necessarily a really expensive problem. It's something that can be remedied fairly inexpensively sometimes? Okay.
They may just not have a sediment filter.
Oh, okay. And so it's just an array of solutions then, it sounds like. Okay. Well, great. So anything else you'd like to add that you think are important for both homeowners and buyers in the Salida area that are purchasing a home that want to make sure that their water is safe? What do you recommend for people, or any tips?
I think the most important thing is to do the water test.
Okay.
So many people don't because they don't want to know.
Okay.
It may be that their realtor doesn't recommend this to them. And it's really kind of late in the game if you wait until after you purchase a home and discover that there is a problem. And that does happen.
Okay.
So if you don't do anything, have your water tested. You need to know what's there, and then you are in control of what you do about it. If you're on city water, we know what the problems with city water, specifically in our area, our areas are.
Yeah.
But when you're on a well, nobody takes care of your water but you.
Okay.
And so it becomes critical.
Okay, so it's completely up to them. It's their problem and their responsibility to resolve it, right?
Right. Nobody's going to check it but you. Nobody's going to care about your water but you.
Because nobody's drinking it but you, right?
And nobody owns it but you.
Yeah, so really important when you're buying a house with a well, get this full water test. That's highly recommended. And so how can people find Culligan? How can they hire you to help them?
Well, we're here in Salida.
Okay.
Our address is 420 Oak Street. We are just across from the Charter Building off of Highway 50. Phone calls enough, 719-539-4855.
Okay.
And we'll set up a time to come out and take a water sample and take it from there.
Okay, great. And I can attest she did a water sample for one of my clients recently and was very responsive, and we got our results pretty quickly. So, well, thank you, Carol, for serving the Salida community with getting us some fresh, clean water. We appreciate it.
Thank you.